I think we're going. We are live. Hello, welcome to the Concrete 5 monthly town hall. It's October the 6th. I'm Franz. I got Corbin with me. We have no Andy today. He is double booked, so we're rolling fast and loose. The mice are playing. We can do anything we want today, Corbin. Let's make some big decisions. Let's just
All
do
right,
stuff. All right.
let's make some changes.
Make some changes. Except for pull requests. Now let's see. Let's go into some news. I have the ability to share my screen when I do it like that. It's still me really big though. Whoa. Hey, there we go. We're both there. Check it out. Like, we're number one. So softwarereviews.com from Infotech just had a press release today talking about the web publishing space and all the different tools in there. Here's the larger version of it. Web Experience Management. Here's their matrix. They twisted it, made it a diamond instead of a quadrant. So this is the upper right, but here we are. Look at that, Concrete 5, tippy top, and we've got a purple circle and a strange arrow going up and to the left. That means we're both an outlier and a champion. It's pretty cool. We've got a strong value. People find us very valuable, and a strong net emotional footprint. They like us, Corbin.
That's good. Yeah, looks like we've got a lot of value. That's cool.
Something that you're doing. Here we are, number one on the list, a 9.3, 8.9 right below us. But that's pretty exciting. So yeah, we get some cool badges out of it, and there's some pull quotes and stuff. We talked to an analyst over there, and they really like what we're doing. Really looking at kind of the way web content management has matured over the last few years, and seeing that there's an opportunity when you have a site that involves some more complex functionality, has especially a team of people who want to contribute, we do really well. We have a very powerful permissions model under the hood. If you turn on advanced permissions, there's workflow, there's all sorts of tooling for enterprise grade clients, but the editing experience feels like a web builder. So it's really simple to train people. It's not intimidating. People can kind of get a tactile sense of the changes that they're going to make. And we had one client that we were doing some interviews say, people not only do they actually update content, which they never used to on their own, but they tell me that they enjoy doing it. It's the best part of their day. So I think that's what you get with this net emotional footprint stuff. Very cool. And thank you, Infotech. And thank you, everybody who filled out the extensive survey. So some of this came from us sending you all their way. You may remember in the news overlay and I don't know, a couple of the spots probably half a year ago, we were saying, hey, please go give us some reviews over there. That's what all these vendors did. It's just that you all said very nice things about us. So thank you. This is definitely going to help with the marketing front. Nice to be at the top of the list. And makes me feel good, so I appreciate it. Let's see. Back to me. In more thanks, let's see. We are going to first thank people who have been working on the project. So we have a karma system where when you contribute at concrete5.org, you get points, and those points add up, and we periodically give away free add-ons and themes to, actually not free, earned add-ons and themes to people who have helped one another in the community. So this week it is Dean Hawthorne Waite, winning a copy of the Content Editor Pluginator for helping people. John the Fish winning a copy of the Touch Gallery 3 for doing work, and strangely, Google for a copy of the domain mapper. Maybe that's someone else called Google, or maybe that's just Google. Sergi's in there helping, right?
They're not being evil.
They're doing good stuff. So thank you all those people. And everybody else who has contributed. I see more points are coming in as I talk. So super cool, as I say, every month to be part of something bigger than us. Yeah, just very excited about it. Never imagined, but it sure is delightful to be part of this team. Similarly, go through the list here. Since we don't have Andy, we'll start by thanking him because he's number one on GitHub this week, accepting pull requests. Also, M. Locati, Hishi, BitterDev, Micah Sparza 5, Miss Sparza, Zanweb. Thank you, all of those folks, and everybody else who's doing work in GitHub. Fixing bugs, adding features. Version 9 is the sexiest version we've ever had. Really looking forward to getting our marketplace and licensing system up to speed so we can release that. Similarly, thank you to everybody who has helped with the docs. So that is Shotrocks, Lisa, Jessica Dunbar, Mike 1, Andrew and Hishi, and translations as well. So we have a crowdsourced translation service. You can go translate strings to your favorite language. And folks who are doing that include Basalba, Mlocati, Flovero, Biplop, and concrete5 Russia. Awesome. Thank you very much. Keep it up. Appreciate the good work. And yay, wouldn't be here without you. So really appreciate it. Forging right along, this is going to be an expedited town hall. So if you have questions, you should be asking them so we can line them up. But I want to jump into show and tell. So let me see if I can make me tinier. There you go. There's the Karma machine. Boom. Okay. Moza. This is a really cool site. So these guys sell tile, and the site's not going to be fast because it's super high res, and everybody in my family's on Zoom right now. But you know, contemporary tile, pretty site, gotta look good. Again, as we have started to say pretty consistently, you can build a good-looking site with any tool, but can you make one that does cool stuff? Can you make it easy to edit? Can you make it powerful? Well, here is a really powerful tile searching deal. So you can, you can see preview tiles of their tiles, and you can limit them. You can do limit by color. Ooh, those are not great. You know, let's do different sizes. Look, they've got these grouped in fancy ways. I'm going to just filter this thing down to where there's nothing. I don't know. So I get out of all that. There we go. I don't want to pick a color. Unpick. Great. When you go into one, you've got these details that you can get to. Let's see if I'm looking at. Yeah, look at this. 3D.
Oh, that's neat.
I don't know how that's working on the screencast, but yeah, that's pretty fun. Where's the view tile surface? This was pretty cool too. It like throws a bunch of them together and lets you pick a grout color. Right? So I'm making the most offensive tile setup I can think of. I want pink grout.
Gives them some automated variations. That's cool.
Yeah, and you can download a AutoCAD file. Like, this is pretty powerful. Ooh, let's change the... Oh, I don't know about that. Looks like we're getting a little... I don't know what you would use that information for. That feels strange, but pretty cool nonetheless. Yeah, powerful site, and the kind of thing that we would suggest. Look, if you've got to build a site like this, concrete5 is a great choice. You can centralize the things that need to be centralized, right? I'm sure all these tiles exist in the dashboard somewhere. You're not doing that in context editing, but you know, when you come over to a page like this, you really want to be able to use blocks and layouts, and in the future, containers and stripes to be able to build this stuff out and kind of move things around as you go. So I don't know who made this. If you made this and you're watching this, let me know, because bravo. So if there's a distributors login. I know this might not be concrete5. Yeah, this looks like we're heading into SharePoint. But pretty cool. I'm impressed. Moza.com. Oh, looks like we might even be doing multilingual. Here's en.us. Let's see what happens when yeah, why not? Do the whole thing in multiple languages. Pretty impressive. This must have taken quite a bit of effort, but concrete5 served them well. Yeah, would love to know who built this, and write a big that case study on it because it's a sexy site and it does a lot. And I'm interested in what it's like to edit this site. If you add a new tile, what's that workflow like? How many people are working on it? What were they using before? How has it changed their experience? Because I would like to think it changed it for the better. All
Yeah,
right.
definitely one of the better uses of that 3D functionality I've seen on the web. Seems kind of you know straightforward and simple, just because it's a tile and nothing's always going to be the same shape and square. But it does give it a lot of life to give it a little bit of 3D.
Actually, the first one that I ran into was not square. It was a.
Oh, interesting.
Let's see if I can find. They had like some weird round tile. You can see I don't really know my way around this site very well. Let's see. Search. Just give me that. How'd I get to that? Discover the court. Like this guy there. I want him. Can I get into that? Okay, here we go. Square. No, I don't know. I need to know their product catalog, whatever. But yeah, they have some weird round tile stuff, and the 3D thing is pretty cool. So regardless, sexy site.
Nice.
Y'all should be building stuff that looks this good, and whoever built this should shoot me an email and write a case study together because it's a good one. All right. So that's what I got on that. I'm gonna stop sharing that screen, and we're fighting. There we go. Let's see. Next thing I got is I have a cool video from Cats. So this is another one of those like, wow, fun to be part of something, the community that is bigger than just our little crew here. A few weeks ago, as we were we're doing a lot of talking about DevOps and the new platform and kind of how what could be happening in Concrete5 that makes it easier to do big modern DevOps stuff. And one of the things that came up in my mind is in Cpanel, which is a hosting management platform. There is something called a CP move file, and you can take a whole web space if you're on like a budget host, and you can pack it up in a CP move file, and you can give that to another copy of Cpanel, and it'll uninstall it, and it'll put all the files where it needs to. It does a database export, and it'll re-import that. It'll any config settings that happened. It's like, here is your budget hosting web space packed up in a big RAR, and you can do with what you want. And that is really valuable for any number of reasons. Your typing is really loud, Corbin. It feels like someone's drumming in my head.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. This file is really cool, right? If you are, selling budget hosting, and you're just like, these people want to leave, and they haven't paid their bill, they're not a lot of fun. You can be like, here's your CP move file. Good luck. If you are moving somebody from one server to another, and you don't want to have your most accomplished engineer spending their day doing it, you want to have a junior resource who can take this output and put it into this input and get off that old server. These CP move files are super handy. We don't have that for Concrete, and we've hosted sites in lots of different ways over the years. And one thing that has been consistent is every time we come up with a new method of hosting one of our sites, the only way to get the clients there is to have Corbin or Andy like pack it up and make sure they don't skip anything. And invariably it takes like an hour, and there's some, this looks a little different over here, and it's just remarkably manual. And I was expressing frustration that like, gee, it seems like we should be able to do better than this. Surely we could pack up a site and move it somewhere else without all of this bespoke work. And then out of nowhere, here comes our Japanese partners with exactly that solution. So I'm going to hit play on this, and if we're doing things right, you should have audio. Give me a little head nod if you hear audio here, Corbin.
Hey guys, this is Kat from concrete5 Japan. How are you guys doing? In order to maintain our client's website, I've been making couple shell script to make our life much easier. I've been published those on our GitHub repo, but finally I got some time to show it to you. through the screencast. First one is the backup shell. So this is concrete5 backup shell script, which is available on concrete5 community GitHub repo. Shell script is the script which you run on Linux server via SSH or terminal. Some of you may be allergic to the shell script, the black screen, but once you get to learn the shell script, you will be amazed how easy it is to run the shell script on the server, and you'll be able to save a lots of time. This concrete5 backup shell is no exception. Here's how you use. So first of all, you download the shell script, which is the concrete5 backup shell, onto wherever the local, and you enter this variable where to save. You enter the server full path location that where you want to save the backup file to. Where is concrete5 is the full path of where the concrete5 lives in the server. What the file name prefix you like to use, you add into the file name variable. MySQL server, you enter the MySQL server addresses. This is the local, so I type in the local address. You enter the MySQL database name, then MySQL username, and MySQL password. Once you finish entering all the basic variable, then you upload the shell script onto the server. Then log into the SSH, then you run the command sh concrete5 backup shell. Then, for example, if you just want to back up the database, you enter -d or -- database. Then it will back up the database dump, then put it into the tar file and save onto the destination like that. So it add the prefix that you set in the file name option, and year, month, date, hour, minute, and second follows. If you want to not just the database, you can set all option. Then in addition to MySQL database dump, it will back up all the concrete5 files. This one takes a little bit time and it finish. So as you can see, the backup one is only 97 kilobytes. It's really small. And all backup one has 51 meg. I mean, simple concrete5 install, so it has not so much, but it's 51 meg. So you can see the difference of the file size. So it can zip it up into the tar file. Because tar is most supported file compression format in the server, Linux server. So instead of zipping, I use tar. But anyway, so if you put all those many thousands of concrete5 files into tar file, it makes you much faster to download and upload to the server. So I put together a shell script to make it into the simple shell script, and then it adds a date and time so that you can make a multiple backup into the backup folder so that you can keep the generation of the files. That's it. This is really simple backup files. Next, actually in the backup shell script, I do have a dev copy shell script. If you happen to have the production side and dev side into the one server, this shell script is to make a copy of from the production area of the server to the develop side of the server. You enter the variable, then you hit the command and just gonna copy. It's simple shell script. You could take a look at that. And second one is the upgrade shell. Alright, this is concrete5 upgrade shell, which is also available on concrete5 community GitHub repo. This was originally made by me, but added a bunch of features by Derek, Dick87. We have many features like backup shell script features and also copying feature from production to dev's environment. But I'm just gonna show you the upgrade part of the shell script. So first of all, you enter the basic parameters like MySQL information and where you want to save the backup files and where the latest concrete5 files of the desired concrete5 version is. Then you enter the concrete5 version, blah blah blah. Also, you also want to make sure that you enter the user permission, and this was made primarily for the server which has to-do rights. If you have any question, ask me a question via Slack. I'm just gonna make this video simple and smooth. Anyway, how you run the upgrade shell is really easy. Log into the terminal to the server. First of all, you run concrete5 shell. Then it gives you the really nice menu, backup data, import data, or upgrade concrete5 to version 8.5.4 at the moment. As on September 2020, I select 3. Then it will download the latest concrete5 from the concrete5.org automatically. It unzip. Then it create the working folder of the concrete5 onto the server. Then you run the update command of the concrete5. You see it's running the upgrade. Then you fetch the language files and update the language files. Then it disabled the maintenance mode. Done. Your concrete5 sites is updated. And lastly, third one is the concrete5 core override shell. All right, here we go. This is the concrete5 core override checker, which is available on concrete5 community GitHub repo. It's like any other shell script. You download the C5 core override check.sh from GitHub. Then after you download, you change the parameter like this, 852. Maybe many of you still have 852 as of September 2020, like we are. Then you enter the where you can download the 852 versions. Concrete5 version is also the part of the folder name you unzip from concrete5.org. All right, this is how you run it. So same kind of similar thing, sh-c5 core override check. Then first parameter is where is the working folder is. And next parameter is where the concrete5 folder is. You enter, then it shows you the confirmation screen and you confirm yes to proceed. Then what it does is that it copy the concrete folder onto the working folder. Then it will fetch the designated version of the concrete5 from the concrete5.org and it unzip the file. Then it compares those concrete folder in the working directory. Then if you have a warning, there might be some files that been changed. By the way, anyway, I'm going to delete the working files. So yes. If you have some core overrides, it shows you the warning. It saved the diff file with the dates on it. If you open up, you see what kind of core override changes were added to the concrete folder. So you can take a look as later references. That's it. I hope our shell scripts are useful to you. If you're interested, we have many of these small tiny projects available on our GitHub repo. My personal one is github.com/katsueno. The company one, Concrete5 Japan Inc., which is github.com/concrete5cojp. Well, I hope I can shoot some of the more this kind of video to you. Thanks a lot.
Wow,
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was talking about. I'm sure there's different ways to do it, but man, it's like you have a thought and then poof, straight from Japan. We just need to make sure that Cat somehow can get some more monitors in his life because That's all.
Yeah, that is a lot.
Thank you, Cats. Sent this to us a month ago, but just got a chance to play it on this town hall. This is pretty cool. Appreciate it, and well done. Nice video too. Just us now. Let's see. Remove that. This is the time for the Q and the A. I only see one Q right now, which is an easy one to A because we did it before, and we'll give you the same answer as before. Is there going to be an 8.5.5 release soon? There are some issues around upgrading an 8.5.4 and the theme customizer. And yes, we are going to release that later this month. We'll have an 8.5.5 release. Not huge deal. I don't think there's any particularly exciting new functionality going into it, but we will make that upgrade process easier for folks using the theme customizer in some fashion. Anything else?
I think his or Hutman's question was more specifically that there's known issues potentially. I don't know how what the state of the Git conversation is, but I know there was some concerns that theme customizer was going to break upgrades. And Hutman was asking, are we going to, or have we fixed it rather? I don't know necessarily that we've changed anything that was mentioned on that thread. But Franz is absolutely right that we'll be careful not to release something that's going to break upgrade.
Yeah, I think that there's something we can do to make the current situation better. So. In absence of Andy, I won't promise you what exactly that looks like, but I know it is on the radar and something that we are concerned about. If there isn't anything else, I think we're going to wrap it up and get back to work. Do a quick check here in Slack. Well,
yeah, I didn't see anything else.
Awesome. Well, been about a half hour, short and easy this time, but pretty good town hall. Don't waste any more of your time. Go check out that Moses site. Definitely worth looking at. Go check out Katz's scripts for moving your concrete5 sites around. Beat those up a little bit. See if they're helpful. And we will see you all in a month. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody.